Hello again, Keith Loki back with another video for the colony. In the prior video we went ahead and made a xenon miner that uses carbonite as its fuel source, just a mod I decided to throw together because carbonite didn't have something included with that. But I tried to alter it so it was a better model because the one I had was kind of simplistic, and I did end up making a new model for it. And it's missing. Okay, I guess it messed up when I was altering some stuff, so I can't show it right now, but we ended up losing that xenon harvester because I altered when I set up and it messed up, so we no longer have that. But instead of going ahead and replacing that during the video, we're going to actually go ahead and set up our Karibou expedition rover. Radial probe. We're just going to go ahead and put a radial probe on it once we start building it. But yeah, this mod is really in depth, and it's made by Rover Dude, so you know it's always a good mod. And we're just going to go ahead and make a simple mod, or a simple vehicle. Just a KSI crate, cargo crate. Oh, we're gonna put this one as supplies. And what can we put in this? Yeah, I think we're actually gonna go ahead and use the Descent VTOL engines on this. So we're gonna have to we're gonna fill this thing up with a ton of there it is. Enough supplies to last the Kerbal for. We're gonna bring one Kerbal actually. We're gonna put. We don't need everyone. We're gonna put Valentina because I rarely use her and she might as well get out once in a while. And then what is this? Control module. Would be a bad idea to throw at least one of those on here, and then another. Oh yeah, we should also do the wheels while we're here. But yeah, this is another beautiful mod by Rover Dude, so it'll be interesting to use it. I haven't really used it too much because I just rarely get a chance to. We're actually going to go ahead and throw that tank on the back. Rover containers. I don't know what the difference between those two are, but it doesn't matter. So we have those on now, and we need a back end adapter plate. We need something that can take another set of wheels. Wheeled storage bay. And where's the center of mass in this? Right in between the engines almost. So shoot. The back door on there. Wheeled storage. Nice big one on there, actually. So we can hold a lot of fuel. And we're kind of in the center, but not perfectly in the center. Actually, let's see if moving that back helps any. Helps a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. It should be good enough for now. Adapter plate. Does this hold anything? Yeah, that can also hold fuel. And now we need another 2 wheels, and there was a reason I put that back there. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of switching about. We're not gonna need that amount of fuel, so what we'll do is we'll taper this back till we get to the point where. Okay, that should be good enough. It'll be a bit of a awkward landing, but it's always fun to do a bit of awkward landings, in a sense. But yeah, with these retract wheel, with this vehicle, it has the wheels on it, but also has these, where's the areas with it? These lander legs. So once we get set up, we can just put those out, and it will allow them to just retract the wheels and just be stable instead of rolling around. And we need to retract. So here's our lander. Has lights and all that stuff. Emergency shelter. Emergency habitation. Do we need anything else? Just in case, we'll go ahead and throw a radial probe on here. Oh, and we're going to need solar panels. I do not want to forget those. That would be a terrible, terrible flight and landing. Come on. There we go. Extend panels. That should be fine. And now we have a fair amount of electric charge, a good amount of supplies, so this Karibou will be able to survive probably for, I don't know, a year or two, maybe longer. Now we just need to get it a stage to orbit. Does this have a control? Yeah, it does have a reaction wheel, so that will help. Let's see reaction torque on it. Oh, it's got a decent torque actually. Just be a second, I forgot to set my timer. So we're gonna need engines to get it there, and then engines to bring it to orbit. Really low fuel. Yeah, with that we shouldn't have to worry too much. That's a little bit better. Rover. And I forgot to activate my mouse blocking program, so I might fall out of the screen at some time, but it shouldn't be an issue. We're just going to go straight for the larger stage. And if I'm correct in what I read, I've been misdesigning my craft for a required starting thrust of, what was it, 4,500, when actually I only need 35. We'll actually test that right now. We're just going to get, well, what am I doing? I need the Karibou structural thing. There it is. So that, and then we're going to go straight to this. And we might not even need the other tank. No, we're going to need the other tank. So we'll go ahead and throw this tank maybe? A little bit more. This tank should suffice. So we're going to check with this to see if it only requires 3,500. We might have to jump right back afterwards, but I wouldn't mind trying it out because we have been ending up with a fair amount of fuel left that we didn't need to waste, technically. Because we've been dropping it into the atmosphere or into the orbit around the planet, and it's just needless amount of parts and needless amount of weight. Now into orbit. Yeah, we need to turn back this engine a little bit because this thing is much stronger than it needs to be. I think I kind of went overboard with this craft. And let's actually check the life support. She has enough food for 7 years. So yeah, we're not going to have to worry about her running out of food before we can send a group to save her. She has a fair amount. And we also still have that stockpile in the orbital station. So if it needs to come to it, we can just go ahead and pull from that. But unless we have major budget cuts and for some reason our space agency stops being used, and we have to... Oh, come on. No. Oh, we're rolling over. Okay, yeah, I need to add wings to this. I don't know why I keep forgetting to add. But yeah, Unless we run out of, unless the whole space agency shuts down, we shouldn't have anything to worry about. Save, launch. Which I doubt that will happen. We are in sandbox, sky's the limit. Well, the sky isn't the limit because it's a space game, but you get my drift. And hopefully these will be able to stabilize us enough. We're going to pull open our fuel. This thing actually eats a lot of fuel very quickly. We're just going to stay right about there till about 10,000 feet. We'll probably have to pull back our thrust a little bit because we are getting up there. We are past the efficiency range of, like, I think it's 174 is the best efficiency. Well, still in atmosphere, but it thins out the higher up you go. So when we hit blue, it's probably like 250, and then dark blue is... it's pretty safe to not worry about it. And we are at 10,000 for our Apo. Are we tilting up slowly? I think we are. Let's correct that. And try to bring us over to the middle of the east direction, because I don't want to have a wonky orbit. And we're at 10,000, so we're just going to start full-on thrusting till we get to about 1,000 speed. Okay, so we still have 10 seconds of thrust, and that's 15 kilonewtons of thrust a second. So yeah, we have more than enough to get us to stable orbit. So yeah, I've been over-engineering the craft. I don't remember where I got the number for the amount I had it at, but I did not need that amount. It was nice having the extra fuel for all my screw-ups, but if this was a normal game mode, which actually in my normal game modes I have been using that much fuel. Come on, go back to center. Stupid Kerbal. Tricks are for kids. 10 seconds, 1,000 delta V. Then we have 2,600 to get to minmus. I'm just going to speed this up. And most likely we're going to go straight for one of the landing sites. Or not one of the landing sites, one of the flats. Would be one of the better options to get us landed good and efficiently, or safely, would be the better term. And we should be able to... oh yeah, we went well over and above the required height. The asteroid base still has 2 years worth of food on it, but that doesn't make sense because there's nobody on it, but I think that's just a glitch because it's factoring in that there was, I think, 4 Kerbals still connected last time it was used, and then they all bailed out. We're just going to go ahead and equalize our orbit out. Oh no, wrong direction. I did not even see that. Whoopsie. Sorry, it's been a long day. For about 4 hours I was actually trying to make a radial tank for the mod I've been working on. And for some reason I actually should have showed you it because it's still in the VAB. I just got frustrated and stopped and decided, screw it, I'll do an episode for the colony. But what it is doing right now is when it connects to an item, it will pop up right in the dead center. And I haven't been able to resolve it at this time, but I did leave a message on the development forums for add-ons, and someone did mention that it could be connected to an hierarchy problem in Blender. So most likely later tonight or tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and try and fix that, but at the current time I'm just too tired and frustrated with it to continue on doing it. Come on. No. That's probably the best we're going to get. Aim for the maneuver node, and then we're going to go ahead and get up to, say, about 2 minutes and then start thrusting. We got more than enough fuel to circularize and then... or not circularize, but get us there. And oh yeah, we can probably circularize too, because we'll have 300 and some fuel left, and if need be, I'll just pull some out of the back wheeled storage bay. Oh, too early. Way too early. Oh, and we have mulch storage too, so we will probably end up with a bit of storage for that, or a bit of that when we start setting up the base. And I think I'm going to try and do the logistics again. I read into it a little bit more, and it seems the level of your Kerbal, I think it's an engineer has to be in it, the level they are at is how far that will reach. At the max level, I believe it's, the max level, or max range, I think is 200 or 500 meters per level, so a max Kerbal would be able to get 2,700 or 2,700 meters. That's with the base 200 on top of the other ones. Let's speed up this a bit. But yeah, I'm going to try that out. But before that, we're going to bring down some other modules along with on the next few flights. Because we're going to try a planet base again. Or try a planet base this time. I'm a little bit more experienced with them. I have built one or two of those, just not in the sense where I've gone full... Oh, why am I so fidgety? Oh yeah, I'm still on 4 times thrust, that's why. Oh, shoot. We're going to use up a fair bit of our monopropellant by the time we get there. Worst case scenario, we can transfer some from the orbital station down to this vehicle, and we can also do the exact same with fuel. So we should be fine. We have many a backup plan. But I need to open those solar panels. I almost forgot about those, and I do not want to end up with no power. No, stop. Don't want to waste the monopropellant when we're this far out. I really wish those wheels would stop spinning when you're not using them. Disable motor. Disable motor. Disable motor. Disable motor. Just so we don't waste electric charge on them, because we don't need them currently. Oh, we're still at the correct area for it, but we are not going to be able to alter our orbit to get a better, more efficient one with minmus. It is what it is, but it kind of sucks. And I do not think we have 7 years of food left. 700 would be 100 days. Wait, no. 7 per... Oh yeah, we probably have more than enough. I think I'm just underestimating the consumption, or overestimating how much the Oh, shoot. Okay, we're gonna try something. Since I friggin' screwed that up, so is target, we're gonna go ahead and do a different maneuver. See if we can... I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. Okay. What's the height at that point? Okay, so we'll aim for that. Where is that going to be? Come on. Okay, we can do it there. We're gonna fix this. Okay. So, in 22 more days, we're gonna do another maneuver. We're gonna have a full munch storage container, though. Or mulch, not munch. I don't know why I said munch. And then we're gonna have to do another orbit of a fair amount of days. Oof. So she's gonna be up there for like 2 to 3 months doing all these maneuvers. At least I'm able to rectify it. Okay, we're gonna slow down. I don't want to screw up another maneuver. I do not know how many times I have done that in this series, where I just end up screwing up the whole maneuver by time warping. Usually it does slow you down, but sometimes you're going way too fast for the physics to catch you in time. A little bit further. We'll stop at about 30 seconds. Ooh. And we should be good with this maneuver. If not, I can rearrange it with the mono-repellent. I could be using MechJeb for all these, or another mod that does that kind of stuff, but I don't really like doing that, because it usually takes the... Come on, you know you wanna. It takes the fun out of it. Doing it yourself is a lot better. But I used to actually, for a little while I used MechJeb, solely just MechJeb for all my maneuvers and all that. Getting into orbit, flying to another planet, landing on the planet, and it just turns into, okay, MechJeb's going to do everything. After a while you just get tired of doing it, playing the game in general, and that's, I think, the point where I stopped playing for a few months. And then I saw Rover Dude's mods starting to get pretty nice, because it kept up with the mods and all that just to entertain myself. And a lot of them were getting good, especially Rover Dude's mods. So I was like, I'm going to try out the game again. Which I did, and then I think that was a year and a half ago, and then I just decided to start recording video of it. But we need to do our our orbital burn. Circularization burn. How much fuel do we have left in this tank? Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to either transport some up to this, or we're gonna have to switch to the orbital engines, or the VTOL engines, which, let's quick save. Quick save. We're gonna try using these engines. Okay. Oh yeah, the ship is gonna be a little bit different. Flying. Oh, it's a good thing I put that thing on there, because this means it's gonna be a lot easier to do this. We're just going to have to be slow with our maneuvers. We're going to get ourselves down to Let's do a 40. We'll get down there, and then we'll start heading towards the planet. We're gonna land in. The best choice is gonna be to land in one of the flat patches, probably the Great Plains. It's probably my preferred place to land. Now, what thrust do I start losing control? Because when we start landing, we're gonna have to keep our thrust, and we're gonna probably waste a fair bit just trying to keep ourselves in stable orbit, or stable landing position. That's why I want to keep as much mono-repellent, because that will help us control ourselves. We want to go anti-normal? Let's go anti-normal first. See if that's the one I want. No, I want to go normal. I'm trying to get it so it's down here. And we're going to land right in that little patch there. This thing, it doesn't have the best control because of the fact it's kind of janked. Come on, back over. Yeah, we're probably going to have a little bit of trouble landing this thing. Would have been easier if I put more control options on it. Oof, it's going to be bouncy. Come on, a little bit more. Too much, way too much. We want to go and hit N. We'll use a little bit more. And that should be good. So now we're going to head towards the planet. And if we're lucky, we should be able to burn ourselves slower, or slow ourselves down with a very light amount of force, because if we go too fast, we're going to end up plowing into the planet, or flipping as soon as we try and stop ourselves from falling. Whoa, what are you doing? On the surface node. Decent. We can just slow ourselves down with minimal thrust. The RCS and the... do these have vectors? Yeah, they have gimbals, so they should be able to keep us from flopping everywhere. I don't know if the landing gears are connected to the wheels or... nah, it's not connected to anything. Extend wheels. Actually, we will go ahead and deploy the actual landing gear. No, we'll do the wheels just to be safe. Because I don't know if... extend wheels, enable motor. Extend wheels, enable motor. Because I don't know if these are going to hit down hard and break the whole thing, or... because the wheels, I think they have a higher crash tolerance. At least I think. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I didn't check that stat. Now we want to also start throwing the RCS into this, just to be safe. Because we have... where are we getting all this mono-repellent? Something's going on. I know we're not generating it. Okay, I'm gonna have to check into that, because I don't know why we're generating mono-repellent. That is actually disconcerting. Why am I generating mono-repellent? Did the engines generate it during thrust? Yeah, the engines are generating, I think. What? After this video, I am definitely checking out the config file for that, because that does not make sense. Yeah, they are generating monopropellant. That's kind of a nice thing to know they can do that, but I don't understand why. Okay, so we're gonna free fall for a little bit because we are still surface. 2.5 kilometers up. But we're gonna land, no problem. Let's check out the actual... Oh, why did you do that? No, don't control from there. Why did you control from there? That's weird. I still don't know why that was producing monopropellant. It's nice, but it's strange. How much do we have? 5 years? Yeah, we're using much more than this thing thinks we are using for supplies. We don't have 5 years. We have maybe... We've already gone through like 2 years worth of supplies in 64 days. Must be factoring in maybe that. Oh, that has a nice bit of room on it. So yeah, we're gonna have to bring down more supplies quickly or refill this. Oh, forgot to start slowing down again. Oh, shoot. As long as we can keep thrusting. Okay, we're good. We need to slow down a little bit more, though. Like, start creeping back up. These wheels should be able to handle it. And we are golden. Okay, so we're going to turn off monopropellant and toggle the torque. And I think yeah, we are landed. We are going to be slidey because that's just how this does. It's just how minmus is. But yeah, we now have a Tokyo drift rig on the moon, but or minmus. So now we have the first part of this base. We can then, I think these are considered docking ports, maybe. If not, then we'll have to figure out a way to rectify that. We now have a vehicle on minmus that we can use for assorted needs. Tracked wheels. We're just going to go ahead and put it on its actual landing gears, just to keep it from rolling around for now. But yeah, we now have, we now have this first stage of the base setup. It's only just something small, but it will help us in future endeavors where we can, if I'm correct in thinking that's a docking port, which I'm not 100% sure, we will be able to start building our base. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike and maybe even a comment telling me why you disliked the video. If you like watching my videos, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I upload Monday to Friday. Kerbal Space Program's usually Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and I do a bit of FTL for Tuesday and Thursdays, but I don't know how long I'm going to be doing that series for because it's not really going that well for me. But I thank you for watching. My name's Keith Loki, and you have a good night.